This video is about the phone system Twilio Tab in the Settings section of Agency Level.
Hi guys, welcome to GoHighLevel Made Easy. Make sure to support us by subscribing, liking, sharing and giving us your feedback. And don't forget to join our free meta group, also called GoHighLevel Made Easy, where we offer hundreds of dollars of free training every week. Thank you. Let's watch the video.
When we click on this, it takes us to this page where we see all the sub-accounts that are using Twilio's phone numbers and an option to switch from Twilio to Lead Connector. I am going to assume that most everybody who is watching this video as part of our training is new to GoHighLevel. Therefore, before we get into the details of this page, I would like to share some background of the phone number system used by GoHighLevel. GoHighLevel has always used Twilio, an international phone and SMS service provider. Therefore, by default, anybody who became a GoHighLevel agency owner was required to sign up with Twilio. And when the agency owners brought on board new clients into their sub-accounts, each new client was also required to use Twilio's phone and SMS service. However, over time GoHighLevel realized that Twilio's phone and SMS services did not meet the requirements of GoHighLevel agency owners. GoHighLevel agency owners were facing compliance issues and were not able to provide all the services they could with the latest phone and SMS technology. In addition, the price points Twilio offered the agency owners were not the best either. Based on these and some other challenges, GoHighLevel decided to launch their own phone and SMS service system for agency owners. This new system is called Lead Connector. Even though behind-the-scenes phone and SMS service provider is still Twilio, GoHighLevel has taken them out of the picture as far as the agency owners are concerned. Going forward, all new agency owners will never have to deal with Twilio. They will just work with Lead Connector, and so will their clients. When launching Lead Connector, GoHighLevel has made sure that it addresses all the requirements of agency owners, it has additional features, and it is less expensive than Twilio. So, let's get back to this page. This is a back-end phone setting page for sub-accounts. This shows all the phone numbers for different sub-accounts. All of these numbers were originally issued using Twilio. From this page we can switch them to Lead Connector. Some have already been switched, others are not. It is also important to know that this page could be temporary, or may not even appear for new agency owners who will use Lead Connector from the start. On the top here, in this search field, we can find our clients by sub-account name. Next, we can move existing numbers from one sub-account to another. Let's click on this button. This pop-up has 3 simple steps. In step 1, we select the sub-account where the phone number is currently being used. The second step is to select the phone number in that sub-account. There could be multiple phone numbers in sub-accounts. In our case, there is only one number, so we select that. And the third step is to look for the destination of the number. From this drop-down, we can select a different sub-account. Once the number is moved, we can go to the sub-accounts setting page and then Phone Numbers tab, and update that number as the primary number if we wanted to. Let's go back to the agency level settings and look at the rest of the details. The next big thing here is this switch all sub-accounts to Lead Connector. When we click on this button, we get this pop-up with some good useful information. It says only US and Canada accounts will be switched using this tool. All the other phone numbers from different countries will have to be moved manually. Next, it tells us that the billing cycle will be reset and emergency address will be removed. Please make sure that you keep the sub-account admins in the loop when making these changes. This third alert says that we might lose call recordings during this transition, meaning some or all call recordings may not get transferred to Lead Connector, but they will still be available in our Twilio account. This tells us that even after moving everything over to Lead Connector, we may still have to keep our access to Twilio account just in case our recordings never move to Lead Connector. But the good point is that we will not have to deal with Twilio setup and issues anymore. Next point is that it might take up to 48 hours for the transition to take place. In most cases it might take a lot less. My understanding is that most transitions are done within 24 hours. You may want to hold off buying a new number or deleting an existing number while your migration is being processed, as it might delay the process or result in errors. After you have read these, check this box off and then click the Confirm button here. We are not going to do that now. A reminder here that if you are a new client and already using Lead Connector, you may not have any use for this page. But if you have been using Twilio and want to switch to Lead Connector, this page is where you will make that switch. In addition, there are a few more details here on this page that only apply to Twilio phone numbers. As a virtual assistant, you should take the time to watch the rest of the video anyway, as something might come up when you are helping your clients. As you can see that under Twilio every sub-account was assigned an account ID. For example, in AJE Building and Remodeling sub-account, here is their SID number. An SID is a security identifier, a number used to identify user, group, and computer accounts. They were also given the option to use number validation, a paid service. Number validation means that every time you send out a text or make a call, Twilio makes sure the number you're reaching out to is valid. Each validation costs 5 cents. So, you could turn the validation on and off from here. The next option here with the 3 dots is to update validation credentials, meaning getting a new SID. For security reasons, there might be times when you will need to get rid of the old SID and get a new one. When you do that, it breaks the current billing setup and Twilio cannot bill the sublocation until a new SID is added and the payment setup is updated. In our example here, when we click on these 3 dots, we get a message that this account is being used for telephone rebilling. Which means that in this locations setting, we have turned rebilling feature on. So in order to update the SID, we need to first turn off the rebilling for this sub-account. To do that, click on the Turn Off Rebilling link here. This will take us to this sub-account's account details page, and where we can turn off the rebilling for telephone. Once this is turned off, you will be able to update the credentials or SID on the previous page. Let's go back to our previous page. Now let's try again. This time, as you can see, that original warning has disappeared. Now this pop-up is giving us the option to update the credentials or change the SID. Once this SID is updated, you can go back to the account details and turn on the rebilling again. Most of you may not need this detail, but it could be helpful for some. Another important point to keep in mind is that this back-office page is only about the Twilio setup or switching from Twilio to Lead Connector for each sub-account in your agency. But please know that each sub-account in your agency has its own section called Phone Numbers, where you will actually set up new phone numbers for that sub-account. We have a separate video for that, and it is a must-watch video for you to fully understand the entire phone and SMS system. So this is it for this video. Please let us know if you have any questions. See you in the next video.